Dear friends, welcome to final year BTech Chemical Technology. This year I am going to teach you the subject Chemical Reaction Engineering. This is one of the important subjects in chemical engineering and chemical technology. This subject defines you from the other branches. This is totally different subjects which is having an importance in all over the chemical industries. So that's why in the definition of the chemical reaction engineering, it states that chemical reaction engineering, in short we call it as CRE, is the field that studies the rates and the mechanism of chemical reactions and the design of the reactors in which they take place. In this particular CRE definition, these three words are very important, which you are going to study in this particular subject. That is the rates, mechanism, and reactor design. These three parts we are going to cover throughout your syllabus, whatever mentioned in the 6 units. And finally, you are going to design the reactors. Rates mean the speed of the reaction which you are going to carry out in any type of the chemical process. In your class, we are having a 6 technology students. They are having a different categories, different types of the reactions carried out in their own technologies. At what rate that particular reaction is carried out, that you are going to explain with the help of the rate definition. Then, mechanism of the chemical reaction. In general, you have studied the mechanism consists of 3 general steps, that is initiation, propagation, termination. Means whatever the reactants you are going to process in a particular reactor, so that you are going to process in, it is first initiated, then with the help of the second mechanism, it is propagation is going to carried out, and finally the termination you are going to get the product. So after deciding the mechanism, maybe you are having a 3 steps for the initiation 1, propagation 1, termination 1. Or in the initiation you are having a 2 steps, propagation 2 steps, termination 1 steps. So depending upon these 5 steps or 3 steps, you are going to identify which steps controls your reaction. Out of these 5 steps, which steps you are going to control your reactions, that comes under the mechanism of the chemical reaction which is carried out in the reactor. So initially you have defined the rate, we are going to define the rate, then mechanism which decides how that particular reaction is carried out in the reactor, and then finally depending upon this rate and this mechanism, we are going to design the reactors. So this is in general the definition of the chemical reaction engineering is given. In this lecture 1, we are going to have the introduction of this particular unit number 1, that defines the how that particular reactor equations are going to design. Then the definition of the particular terms which you are going to come across in the design of the reactors. Then 3 reactor design you are going to, in brief, you are going to study in this lecture number 1 by taking help of general mole balance equation. The general mole balance equation it depends on input, output, generation and accumulation in general. These are the 4 points you are going to consider. That is input inside the reactor, how much output you are going to get it, then how much it is generated, means conversion, how much it is going to take place, and finally it is accumulated. So these 4 terms design the batch reactor design equation, continuously stir tank reactor design equation, that is called as CSTR. We are going to refer this batch reactor BR, CSTR, continuously stir tank reactor, plug flow reactor PFR, packed bed reactor. This packed bed reactor generally we are going to use this word in the catalytic reactors. So we are going to define or design general equations for this 4 type of the reactors by taking the help of general mole balance equation. Chemical reaction engineering is at the heart of virtually every chemical processes. It separates the chemical engineer from other engineers because mechanical engineer, they don't study this chemical engineering, reaction engineering. Similarly, civil engineering or other branches, you name it. This is totally a subjects which is related to the chemical field, chemical engineering and chemical technologies. You can include the biotechnology also. They are having these particular subjects. In other branches, that's why it mentioned that it separates the chemical engineer from other engineers, other branch of the engineers. And that is requirement of all the chemical processes. So some examples are given here. Industries that draw heavily on chemical reaction engineering are chemical process industries. Examples like, these are the big examples they are given: Dow, DuPont, Amco, Chevron. You can name the Reliance Petrochemical, IPCL, BPCL. So these are the industries which depends on this particular chemical reaction engineering. Chemical identity, definition of the one term. A chemical species is said to have reacted when it has lost its chemical identity. When any reactant is going to react inside the reactor, it is going to consume. So that particular component is called as the species. You have to remember the word species. A chemical species is said to have reacted when it has lost its chemical identity. Why it is going to lost? Because it has to consume for the formation of other product. If it is not going to 50% consume, then 50% conversion takes place, 50% as it is available, species. If 100% takes place, means, for example, A is your reactant, A is 100% consumed, means it lost its 100% species and converted to your product B. The identity of chemical species is determined by the kind, number and configuration of that species atoms. Species, just now I have told you, species is the particular item that is going to enter inside the reactor. How many moles are entering, how many quantities are going to enter, depending upon that one, you have to decide. A chemical species is said to have reacted when it has lost its chemical identity. There are three ways for species to lose its identity, means that depending upon the type of the reactions carried out in the reactor. That is decomposition, combination, isomerization. In general, in all the technologies, we are going to study such type of the reactions carried out in the reactors. This is decomposition. Molecules are decomposed. Here combination, nitrogen and oxygen is combined to get your NO. Isomerization, products are isomerized. Isomerized products you are going to get by keeping its identity. So similar, so many examples are available. These are three general, they are given how that particular chemical identity are going to lose. Reaction rate, because initially in the first slide only I have told you rate, mechanism and reactor. Out of that rate is nothing but your reaction rate, how it is going to define it. The reaction rate, that is the speed of your reaction, is the rate at which a species loses its chemical identity. You understand the chemical identity meaning? Per unit volume, this part is particularly important. Chemical identity loses per unit volume. In a particular per unit volume, how much quantity it loses, consume. So depending upon that one, you are going to define the reaction rate. Again, I am going to read it. The reaction rate is the rate at which a species loses its chemical identity per unit volume. You have to mention this per unit volume, otherwise your answer has no meaning. If you are not going to mention per unit volume, so you are not going to get any marks or any credit. So mentioning the per unit volume is important. In a per unit of the volume, how much quantity is going to lose it or consume. So that defines the rate of a particular reaction. The rate of a reaction, the unit is mole decimeter cube per second. Mole per decimeter cube per second. can be expressed as the rate of disappearance of reactant. Suppose you are having a reaction A that gives product P. So A is your reactant. If it is going to disappear, then you have to take a symbol that is minus RA. R means your rate of reaction. A is the species A that gives product P. So A is going to consume for the formation of the product P. So that's why if it is going to disappear for the formation of the product, then you are going to use the symbol as minus RA. If it is going to form or generation of the product P, then plus RP. These are P and A are the species of the particular reactant and product. A is your species of your reactant, P is your species of your product. So you have to remember the plus and minus. If it is going to disappear, means specifically you have to mention that minus symbol. So this indicates that is the disappearance of the reactant A. If you are going to have plus RP, means there is a formation of the product, rate of formation of the product, rate of generation of the product, that is RP. So this way you are going to define the reaction rate. Consider the isomerization reaction, that is A that gives B. So how many species are there? Two species. One is A and another is B. A is your reactant, B is your product. How you are going to read these rates? RA means plus RA. What happens here? Formation. The rate of formation of species A per unit volume, this is important. Everywhere you have to mention per unit volume. Here also it is mentioned per unit volume. The rate of formation of species A, formation means positive side. Minus RA means disappearance. The rate of disappearance of species A per unit volume. And for B it is going to form here plus RB. The rate of formation of species B per unit volume. I think you understand the meaning of that particular reaction rate, how you are going to mention it. Formation means plus, disappearance means minus. By way of the symbol, you can very easily identify the particular species is disappearing or particular species is going to form or generate. Reaction rate. This one simple example it is given. For example, A that is B. If species B is being formed, from the reaction also it appears that it is going to form at a rate of 0.2 moles per decimeter cube per second. At what rate it is going to form? 0.2 moles per dm cube per second. That is how we are going to mention. It is going to form means plus sign. Plus RB equal to 0.2 mole per decimeter cube per second. So this is the question is given. Sometimes they ask in the objective or in the gate examination. Then what is the rate for formation of A, or what is the rate of disappearance of A? So the answer is given here. A is going to disappear at the same rate. Why? If it is going to disappear in the same rate, it is going to form 0.2. It is going to disappear at this rate, then only it is going to form at the same rate. So A has to disappear at this particular rate, then it is going to form at the 0.2. So that's why your answer is A is disappearing at the same rate, that is minus RA equal to 0.2. You are going to get the options. Out of that you are going to select it. At what rate A is going to disappear? 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. So at what rate it is going to form? If it is going to disappear at the particular rate, then it is going to form. If it is going to disappear at 0.18, then RB should be 0.18. So this way you have to remember this particular answer. Then the rate of formation of A, that is plus RA. So only change game is there, plus and minus. Rate of formation is minus 2.2 mole per decimeter cube per second. So this way, sometime they are going to ask in the objective type of the questions. So to remember this plus and minus sign, so this particular example is given. For a catalytic reaction, to differentiate only the catalytic reactions, we refer in place of minus RA, it is minus RA dash, nothing is there. To differentiate catalytic reactions with the without catalytic reactions. So the differentiation is given. If you are having the symbol, you can use your own symbols also. Not necessary that you can have the minus Ra dash also. You can write here minus Ra catalytic, that way also. For a catalytic reaction, we refer minus Ra dash. At the Fogler, they are used minus Ra dash. We are referring this minus Ra dash, which is the rate of disappearance of species A on a per mass of catalyst. On the mass of the catalyst, you are going to, this is for the catalytic reaction, that's why it is mentioned that it's for the catalytic reaction we refer minus Ra dash, which is the rate of disappearance of species A on per mass of a catalyst basis. In this case, dCA by dt is not a rate of reaction because you are going to pass depending upon the mass of that particular catalyst, but not on the volume of the catalyst. In the above rate, we have mentioned that per unit volume. Here it is per unit weight of the catalyst. That way the reaction rate is going to define. So these points you have to remember. Reaction rate, the way you are discussed, it is summarized here by considering species J. In place of A, it is mentioned as J. You can write down as per your convenience A also. Fogler, they have used the J symbol. And this symbol you are going to use in the mass balance equation to define the design equations of the reactors. Rj, you can mention Ra also. Rj is the rate of, as the symbol is plus, rate of formation of species J per unit volume, non-catalytic, mole per decimeter cube per second. Rj is the function of concentration, temperature, pressure, and the type of catalyst. If it is a catalytic one, you have to mention the catalytic reaction. So whatever the reaction you are going to perform, that is the operating parameters of the reaction in general. We consider the concentration of the feed, at what temperature you are going to perform the reaction, at what pressure you are going to perform the reaction. So in general, these are the 3-4 parameters. We called it as the operating parameters of the reaction, that is concentration, temperature, pressure, and if you are using the catalyst, then catalytic type of the catalyst. I will explain you related to the type of the catalyst in detail whenever you are going to come across that particular unit. Rj is independent of type of reaction system. That is, you are going to design the reactors, batch reactor and plug flow. Under plug flow reactor, you are having CSTR and plug flow reactor, PFR. Rj is an algebraic equation, not a differential form of the equation. Algebraic, minus Ra equal to Kca, because minus Ra depends on concentration of the reactor. If you are having a species A and A is going to disappear, in the reaction of A that gives B, how you are going to write for the first order reaction? A that gives B, minus Ra, the symbol is rate of disappearance of A. How you are going to mention it? Minus Ra, that is equal to, it is directly proportional to concentration of the reactant. In the square bracket also, in place of C, you can mention concentration of A. That is also, or in place of square, you can mention the Ca, that is concentration of A. So this K is proportionality constant, that is called as the rate constant. If you are having a second order reaction, then minus Ra equal to K into Ca square. Twice A that gives B. So in that case, K into Ca square. That's why it is mentioned. Rj is an algebraic equation and not a differential equation. These are the points you have to remember when you are going to design that particular reactors or design equations. Now your subjects, basic subjects start in the unit number 1. That is from the general mole balance, GMB, general mole balance equation. In short, we can call it a GMBE equation. So this is the general mole balance equation, depends on, this is the volume where the reaction is going to carried out. It's named as system volume, symbol is V. Where you are going to feed your feed, that is the inlet of your feed, denoted by Fj. J is your species, J0 means initial, J0 means Fj0 or Fa0, that is the initial feed rate inside the volume of the reactor, that is mentioned as system volume. Then now the outlet of the reactor you are going to get after volume, after that exit of the volume, that is Fj or Fa. Inlet and outlet, reaction is carried out in the system volume, something is going to generate, something is going to accumulate it. So these four terms you have to remember: inlet, outlet. Generation means consumption of the A. A is going to consume for the production of B or P product. Then how much are accumulated? So your general mole balance equation defines that by taking help of these four terms. That is molar flow rate of species J, that is inlet of molar flow rate of species J. Now you understand the meaning of the species. You can mention A also, you can mention J also, or as per your convenience, whatever you feel. A is inlet of that one, then J out, species J out, that is Fj. Molar flow rate of species J out, denoted by symbol Fj. Fj 0 initial and Fj is out after reaction. Then plus means in the volume of that particular system, something is going to generate for the formation of the product. That is molar rate generation of species. It is denoted by Gj. Gj, that is molar rate of generation of that particular J, because your species J is going to consume. It is going to disappear. Where it is? In the volume. At what rate it is going to disappear? That you are going to identify. So Gj is going to define as at what rate it is going to disappear your J, and related to the how much volume is available for that. So Gj in the next slide we have defined that one. It depends on Rj and respective volume, Rj into V. So that you are going to substitute in terms of the generation. Then molar rate accumulation of species. Nj is the moles of the species. Accumulation, molar rate accumulation of species denoted by symbol ddt of Nj, ddt of Na, number of moles with respect to time, derivative time. With respect to time, we are going to how much quantity is accumulated, molar rate of accumulated, moles per time. The units of all these particular species units, inlet, outlet, generation, and ddt of Na, Nj, that is mole per time. Now in the next slide, we are going to replace this Gj, that is generation. Just now I have told you Gj is depends on volume available and at what rate the reaction is carried out. So in that particular volume it is defined here. If it is spatially uniform, uniform means the rate will be same throughout the volume, then it is defined as Rj into V, Gj equal to Rj into V. If it is not uniform, which is impossible to get it uniform, it is impossible. So it is not uniform, then the rate is going to change. So we are going to divide this particular volume into number of volumes. Rj1, Rj2, Rj3, Rj2 means V1, V2, V3, and then we are going to sum up, summation of that one, summation of Gj, that is equal to Rji delta Vi. So you are having a number of volumes, you are having a number of rates, the summation of that one, that gives the, if it is not uniform, then you have to take care of that one. So you have to read specifically very clearly the problem statement. What space in the problem they are mentioned, spatially uniform, spatially not uniform. So that decides which steps you are going to perform. You have to take a summation or you have to take a directly Gj equal to Rj into V. So we are going to continue with this non-uniform. So Gj equal to summation of Rji delta Vi, summation in the respective volume. That defines the summation I is equal to 1 to n, whatever the number of volumes are available, V1, V2, V3. And then taking the limit, you are going to get integration of Rg into dV. If the volume is going to constant, then you are going to get Gj equal to Rg into V. If volume is going to vary, then this is going to, you have to integrate within the particular limit. This value you are going to substitute in the general mole balance equation. Here it is substituted. So here they have taken Fa0. You can take any symbol, any species. In the last slide, J is written. Here it is written as A. So there is not a restriction that you should mention only J or you should mention A only. As per your convenience, whatever you feel, you can mention it. But you have to specify that what is Fa0 and what is Fa. Fa0 is inlet, Fa is the outlet after reaction and accumulation. and this is the system volume. So here nothing has done, only we have substituted the value of generation, that is depend on rate and volume. Fa0 minus Fa plus integral of Ra into dV is equal to dNA by dt. Now we are going to solve this generation. This is the very important equation, general mole balance equation. This designs only the general design equation for our main topic. What you are going to learn in this particular chapter, we are going to design a general equation for batch reactor and CSTR and PFR. In the PFR, you are having a two-type plug flow reactor and catalytic reactors. So this particular equation you are going to get in input minus output plus generation is equal to accumulation. If you remember this particular equation, there is no need to mug up any step after this particular step. Only you have to remember that how you are going to solve that one with the help of the some assumptions. So this is the design equations we are going to define with the help of that batch, with the help of that general mole balance equation. First you are going to design a general equation for the batch reactor by taking help of the mole balance equation. So consider this is the batch reactor. In general, all the technologies, they are using the batch reactors. In general, for example, if you take autoclave, generally it is used in the, if I know it, in the food technologies they are using the autoclave. In the oil technology they are using the autoclaves. You can remember in which case you have used in your respective technologies these autoclaves or batch reactor. You have to apply this batch reactor, applying your reactions, not specific that what is mentioned in the formula or what I am going to explain here. You are not going to take the same example. Technology wise you can take your own example and design the equations finally. So that is the separate assignments. At the last I am going to provide you, depending upon your technologies. We are going to solve the design problem for your respective reactions. If you are having a 6 technology, we are having the 6 technology, we are having the 6 design reactors for the different, with the different examples. That is the last assignment I am going to provide you. But basically today we are going to discuss only in the first lecture what is the general equation for batch reactor design. So we are going to design this, all the design equation with the help of the mole balance equation, that is Fa0 minus Fa plus integral Ra into dV is equal to ddt of Na. This you have to remember. So here it is mentioned, this is the general mole balance equation, Fa0 minus Fa plus Ra into dV is equal to ddt of Na. Number of moles are going to change. So here it is mentioned that is we are going to assume some parameters. What happens to the batch reactor? Once you are going to dump the quantity inside the reactor, this is the reactor shown here. This is just type of autoclave. Once you fix up the quantity, enter inside. This is the agitator shown here. You are going to agitate it. Apply your, means we have mentioned it is concentration, temperature and pressure. These are the 3 parameters we are going to use. So concentration you have decided, you have dumped your quantity inside the reactor. Then with the help of this section they have inside shown the agitation, because you require the agitation in this reactor, so it is required here. Here also it is shown the agitator. So you have applied the temperature, you have applied the pressure and started your reaction. What happens once you are done? It means there is no inflow and there is no outflow. So input is equal to output. So what is the initial first 2 terms in the mole balance equation is equal to equal. That is Fa0 is equal to Fa, that is equal to 0. Because we are assuming that in the batch reactor there is no inflow and there is no outflow. At the last we have put the one question. What assumptions you have made in designing a batch reactor design equation? So your first assumption is inflow and outflow in the batch reactor is equal. That's why Fa0 equal to Fa, that is equal to 0. So what remaining terms are there? Third term and fourth term, that is integral Ra dV is equal to dNA by dt. And it is well mixed, that is uniformly mixed. We assume that, second assumption is it is well mixed, then and then we can say that integral Ra dV is equal to Ra into V. Otherwise, if it is not well mixed, means concentrations are going to differ depending upon the volume, V1, V2, V3, V4. Then you have to take a summation of V dV. So that's why if it is a well mixed, only you are going to take the V outside the integration side. Therefore, we are having Ra into V, that is equal to dNA by dt. If it is well mixed only, then we can mention that is 1 by V. You can read it this way also, 1 by V dNA by dt equal to Ra. Means rate of formation of A is Ra is equal to dNA by dt, 1 by V. 1 by V dNA by dt equal to Ra. You have to remember, you have to mug up this. This is the first design equations we have find out for the batch reactor. For which one? What assumptions? Input and output equal to 0. And the second assumption is well mixed. Then the batch reactor, we are going to identify how much time is required to perform the reaction. We are going to use the that equation, 1 by V dNA by dt equal to Ra. So this is rearranged and you are going to get dt is equal to, so dt means we are going to get the time, how much time you required. If you are going to integrate from time 0 to Na0, Na0 means initial moles available. It is going to convert to the final moles after time t. Suppose you are given the 1 hour, how many moles are consumed of A? So that you are going to identify. So you are going to integrate from 0 to Na0 and t to Na. That is Na0 to Na. Initial moles to final moles with respect to time t. That gives how much time you required to convert from initial moles to final moles. Time necessary to reduce the number of moles of A from Na0 to Na. In the experiment you are performing, in the chemistry experiment, you are going to check that how much concentration. Concentrations are going to vary depending upon the time. You are going to do the titrations. The time required you are going to identify. Time is equal to integral by Na0 to this one. You are going to plot the curve, that is the moles after time t, how much it is in the batch reactor. Then CSTR, continuous stir tank reactor. These are the two figures they have shown. It is, that is A, that is the flow rate, FA0 initial flow, FA is the after time t. How this particular CSTR you are going to design it. So here initially in the batch reactor we assume steady state, then mixing is uniform, then there is no inflow and outflow. But here it is, there is an inflow in the CSTR, outflow in the CSTR. So we have to consider the initial two terms, FA0 and FA. So that's why FA0 minus FA. These are the four terms in the mole balance equation. Steady state, we are mentioning the steady state means dNA by dt equal to 0. Accumulation, no accumulation. Continuously it is going to stir it and you are going to get the outlet of that one. So that's what the name is given as. Depending upon these names, continuous stir tank reactor, quantity is going to enter, quantity is going to out. There is no accumulation, and then that's why at steady state dNA by dt equal to 0. So whatever the remaining three terms are there, FA0 minus FA plus integral Ra into dV is equal to 0. So from that one you are going to identify the volume of the reactor. So this volume of the reactor means we are going to identify the volume, means we are sizing the reactor, how much size or how much volume we required. In this particular book or in the syllabus they mention that is the sizing of the reactor. Sizing means we are going to identify the volume of the reactor. When you say that you are going to design the equation, means in the design only you are going to identify the volume. Then after that one volume is going to decide, volume is decided how much height and how much diameter is required. FA0 minus FA. So from this one you are going to design one design equation using the CSTR, that is V is equal to FA0 minus FA divided by minus RA. This is the rearrangement only and you are going to get a design equation of CSTR. This another figure is given, that is, this is single ray CSTR. This is the battery of the CSTR. That is the inlet of the outlet of the first reactor, that is the inlet of the second reactor. Outlet of the second reactor, that is the inlet of the third reactor. So that way it is arranged in a battery. Then the CSTR, by assuming a well mix, as you are considering the well mix means rate will be same, throughout the particular volume, per unit volume we have mentioned. At the rate will be, well mix means uniform, so that's why outside the bracket this V. So integral Ra into V is equal to V, Ra into V. So your mole balance equation will be Fa0 minus Fa plus Ra into V is equal to 0. Rearrangement that gives V is equal to Fa0 minus Fa divided by minus Ra. So that way you are going to size your CSTR by using this equation. For that you have to identify the rate of that one. If the rate is given, initial flow rate available, final flow rate is available, you can identify how much volume is required. CSTR volume necessary to reduce the molar flow rate from Fa0 to Fa. Plug flow reactor, you are observing, this is the one diagram is given. This diagram is 16-inch inner diameter. Can you imagine? This is the plug flow reactor. Just imagine this plug flow reactor which you are going to design it in some of the examples. 16-inch inner diameter, operating pressure is 35,000 psi, temperature is 600 degree Fahrenheit. So such type of reactors you are going to design as an engineer, chemical engineers, by taking help of only these simple equations, design equations. So this what you are going to learn in the first 2 units. This only you have to carry out throughout your life when you are going to start your designing of any type of the reactor. So that's why these initial first 2 units are very important. If you study the advanced area or whatever it is, you are going to start with this first 2 units only. These are the design equation, this is the base. So that's why the general mole balance equation is very important in designing this particular reactor. So plug flow reactor. So when your inlet is inlet, this is just like a pipe. Consider any type of the pipe having a particular diameter and length, through which inlet is defined as Fa0, outlet is defined as Fa. But when your material is going to enter inside the pipe, there is a change in the concentration at respective volume or respective places. So that's why whenever you are going to design the plug flow reactor, it's suggested that you can consider a one segment that is denoted by delta V, or one part of the volume where we are assuming the concentration is same. So here you are consider the delta V where the concentration is same. As you are considering concentration is same, we are considering that volume is also steady. That is, rate is also steady. So with this particular assumptions, we are going to define a design equation for plug flow reactor, considering a volume or segmental volume of delta V, Fa enters and Fa out at V and V plus delta V. At one distance it enters and another distance it leaves, and in that particular area we are having a constant volume, that is the rate will be constant. So by considering this particular assumption, we are going to define Fa minus Fav enter Fav plus delta V plus Ra into delta V. Just now, just by the CSTR we say that there is no accumulation. Here also there is no accumulation. Accumulation term you have to consider in the batch reactor. In the CSTR PFR there is no accumulation. That is the last term. So only these 3 terms you are going to use in designing the design equation of CSTR and PFR. So this is a simple rearrangement, rearranging and taking this one. So this is the derivative one law you have studied. So depending upon this one, you are going to get dFA by dV is equal to Ra. dFA by dV is equal to Ra. That gives the design equation of PFR. This is the volume necessary to reduce the entering molar flow rate, mole per second, from Fa0 to the exit molar flow rate, Fa. Plug flow reactor. This is the plug flow reactor, this is a single reactor, this is a bank of the plug flow reactor. You are having a number of pipes that we consider as the reactor, plug flow reactor. Enter. Without having a long pipe, you are having a diverted one, bunch of that particular plug flow reactor. Depending upon the space, you have to design that one. If you are having a space, you can have the long tube of the particular reactor, or if you are having a limited space, you can have the such type of the reactor system. The way you want, you can design it depending upon the arrangement required in the industry. Fa0 minus Fa, this is the mole balance equation. Here the steady state means dNA by dt equal to 0. There is no accumulation. So these three terms we are going to consider here. So we are going to get dFA by dV equal to Ra. So therefore V is equal to integral of Fa0 to Fa dFA by Ra. Here we are having the integration of that one. In the plug flow reactor, we are going to have the integration to find out this one. Means area under the curve of 1 by Ra we are going to identify to get the volume. This is the volume necessary to reduce the entering molar flow rate from Fa0 to exist. Volume, how you find out volume in CSTR? V is equal to in CSTR Fa0 minus Fa divided by Ra. In the case of this plug flow reactor, you are having V is equal to integral of that one. Integral Fa0 to Fa. So you have to remember the integral formulas to find out this volume of that one. We know that you have studied some formulas in the NMCP, numerical methods. So that I have explained in the next slides. So that you are going to use to find out the volume of this particular reactor by using the integral formula of that particular 1 by Ra. Packed bed reactor, only the name is changed because you are having the catalyst here. Here the catalyst is there, you have considered the delta W, that is the weight of the catalyst. That changes your reaction rate. So that's why only nomenclature changes W plus delta W. It enters at W, it exists at W plus delta W. In the plug flow reactor, we have mentioned V plus delta V. Volume of that particular one, that is delta V, particular segment of the delta V. So only replacement of the V and V plus delta V, that is by W and W plus delta W. So that is taken care here. Again, you are assuming the steady state means dNA by dt equal to 0. Same terminology, same steps. In place of V, you are replacing the W, weight of the catalyst. And the name you have to remember, packed bed reactor. Sometimes they will have the difference between plug flow reactor and packed bed reactor. So you should very easily explain this. Rearrange, you are going to get in place of V, it is W. V is going to replace by W. Ra is replaced by Ra dash. Initially in the first slide only it is mentioned the rate of that particular Ra and Ra dash. If you integrate it, you are going to get the weight of the catalyst. Plug flow reactor, you are going to get the volume of the catalyst. Here, the weight of the catalyst is very, very important. PBR, plug packed bed reactor catalyst weight necessary. This is important. PBR, catalyst weight is necessary to reduce the entering molar flow rate Fa0 to molar flow rate Fa. Other equations are same. Very easy to remember all these 4 types of the equations. It is sum up here. These equations you have to remember in the form of differential and in the form of integral. Very, very important. This is the basic of your chemical reaction engineering, or in short it is CRE. GMBE, general mole balance equation. In the first slide only it is mentioned. GMBP means general mole balance equation applied to the 4 major reactor types. General reaction you consider A that gives B. A is going to disappear for the formation of product. So what type of general equations you are going to get? By taking help of the mole balance. Mole balance equation is Fa0 minus Fa plus Gj, that is Ra integral Ra into V delta V is equal to d dt of Na. For batch reactor it is 1 by V dNA by dt equal to Ra. And everywhere it is Ra. This way also you can remember Ra is equal to 1 by V dNA by dt. For PFR it is dF by dV, dFA by dV, because PFR and PBR are the flow reactor. Batch reactor is the number of moles are going to change. That's why it is Na with respect to time t. The flow rate is going to change with respect to volume, dF by dV. parameters are going to change with respect to catalyst, PBR. This only dFA by dW equal to RA. RA and RA dash, you know the difference between. CSTR volume of the reactor, we are going to identify FA0 minus FA divided by RA. Time required to find out in the batch reactor, integration of that one. So for that, the integral formulas are very, very important. So to find out the time, we are going to use the integral formulas. Plug flow reactor, we are going to use the integral formulas. PBR, we are going to use the integral formulas. So these integral formulas are mentioned to solve this particular time, to find out the volume, to find out the weight of the catalyst. Here it is simple to find out the volume if you know the rate of that one. These are the plots are shown, Na by T, Fa by V, Fa by T. This is the problem given. This is the summarized problem what you have studied. What assumptions made in the derivation of the design equations? We have studied the design equation for the 4 reactors. First is batch reactor, CSTR, plug flow reactor, packed bed reactor. And then last question is state in words the meaning of minus RA dash and plus RA dash. Is the reaction rate minus RA is an extensive quantity? Explain. You know the answer what you have studied just now. Only on the basis of what assumptions these reactors are designed. The answer is given. The assumptions made in deriving the design equations of a batch reactor are, these are very, very important. Whenever you are going to start answering the questions or design of the batch reactor, first mention that assuming this parameter, that is closed system, no streams carrying mass transfer or leave the system, because there is no inflow and there is no outflow. So that's why it is mentioned carrying mass transfer, no mass transfer. No streams carrying mass transfer or leave the system. Well mix. Well mix means throughout the volume the rate will constant. No special variation in the system properties. Constant volume or constant pressure. These 3 parameters initially you have to assume it, and then you have to say that the design equation is 1 by V dNA by dt equal to RA. This is the design equation for batch reactor. Then second is CSTR. The assumptions made in deriving the design equation of CSTR are steady state, no special variation in concentration, temperature or reaction rate throughout the vessel. So that's why you are going to get V is equal to Fa0 minus Fa divided by RA, dNA by dt equal to 0, no accumulation, inflow and outflow continuously. So that's why name is CSTR, continuous. Third one is PFR. The assumptions made in deriving the design equation for PFR, steady state, that is dNA by dt equal to 0, there is no accumulation, no radial variation in the properties of the system. And with these 2 assumptions, same assumption for PBR, packed bed reactor, catalytic reactor, we have used. So we are going to get the design equation. Assumption means for packed bed steady state, no radial variation. Then your last answer is for the reaction is that equals B. Minus RA is the number of moles of A reacting or disappearing. Minus sign means disappearing or reacting, or it is consumed. A is going to consume, then only B is going to form. So that's why the symbol is minus RA. Minus RA stands for disappearing, reacting, per unit time, per unit volume. This is important, per unit volume. Moles per dm cube, decimeter cube per second. Minus RA dash. Dash means catalytic for the differentiation, or in the bracket also outside you can write the catalytic. Minus RA dash is the rate of disappearance, minus sign means disappearance, of species A per unit mass or area of catalyst. Moles per time mass of catalyst. In place of volume it is mass of catalyst. RA dash, this is also dash means catalytic one, but plus formation is the rate of formation or generation of species A per unit mass or area of catalyst, that is moles per time per mass of catalyst. Then minus RA There was intensive or extensive. Minus Ra is an intensive property. Why? Because it is a function of concentration, temperature, pressure, and the type of the catalyst. In the second slide only we have mentioned. With these parameters only we are going to design it. These are the operating conditions and the type of the catalyst, and is defined at any point within the system. It is independent of the amount. On the other hand, an extensive property is obtained by summing up the properties of individual subsystems within the total system. We have taken the delta G, that is summation of that one. In this sense, minus R is independent of the extent of the system. So this way, intensive and extensive property you have to define.